Oh! I don't know why I did that. What the heck is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are in the Duramax, the 19 Chevy 3500.
What?
Duramax. We're headed to the land of power strokes, SPE. So I'm gonna go in there. Okay, first off, real quick, SPE Dan isn't a fan of Duramaxes. He's like a Ford versus Chevy guy, you know, like, yeah, Ford, brother. You know what I'm saying? So he doesn't like Duramaxes. So I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna prank him. I'm gonna say, hey, here you go. Here's my new truck. Traded in the Ford. I'm sure he already seen the videos of like whose truck this exactly is, and what the deal is with it. But let's go see what he says.
Taking my cars to the track on Sunday.
So, yeah. He's like not so sure.
He's weird because I'm peeking around the side. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? All right, well, new diesel truck shopping's finally over. For me.
What?
I got another one.
What'd you get?
I traded my Ford in. It's gone.
Cool.
Want to go out and check it out? Want to check it out?
Did you get the Duramax?
What Duramax?
How can
you even say that? Duramax.
Dura. I said it was a Duramax. That ain't yours.
Yeah.
Is it?
Dude, that's it right there. New rig.
At least you got something that finally fits your personality.
Oh, man.
That's sweet. That's perfect for you, dude.
You like it?
Yeah.
It's a real truck.
Yeah. It's nice.
You have any gigs you can hold around with that thing?
Man, I was waiting for you to say something like real funny or something. I'm
you,
joking.
man.
It's not mine.
That's all you.
Hey, so when does he get the square tires to match the wheel well?
Yeah, I don't know.
We need squares in there.
It's an option.
If you just go real fast, it'll just level
It's an
out.
option. It just didn't come with that, huh?
You didn't even say anything funny. That was a bad prank. All right, guys, we made it back to the Modern Diesel HQ. I was expecting a little different of a reaction from SPE Dan on the old Duramax, but I don't know. All right, so the real reason we went down there was to pick up this epic unit of a box here. Now this is, in my opinion, hands down the best turbo kit on the market for the 6.7 POWERSTROKE, and we're gonna open it up, and I'm gonna show you exactly why. So, you know, first things first, directions are great. You gotta have spot on directions, you know, that's pretty much an industry standard. Now this is a very cool thing here. This is the turbo pedestal. It's actually technically not a pedestal, it's more of a, it mounts where the factory pedestal used to go in the valley of the engine. You have your oil feed that comes out there. This is an old coolant line that actually gets plugged, and then you have your oil drain in the center. You know, you have your standard clamps. You know, that's an obvious given. You should definitely have good clamps. Rubber couplers and hose connections. Koozie. You have a new factory Ford gasket for the pedestal mount here. Goes like that. And then you have high quality hardware, nice stainless steel braided oil feed line. So this will connect there with a adapter that's included in the kit, and then that will go up to the top of the turbo. This is your oil feed line for your turbo. So let's see, you have your turbo exhaust housing gasket, V-band flanges, different sizes for whatever you may need. New V-band clamp for the downpipe. This is your oil drain stuff here. So this will bolt to the center section of the turbo. You have your push hose pin adapter thing that pushes into the oil drain port on the base pedestal. And then you have your hose that connects to the adapter piece that bolts to the center section. Then it goes to the hose. Then it goes to this piece, which pushes into the oil feed drain on the pedestal base. And you have your oil feed line connectors that go into each. New manifold exhaust gasket. And that's about it. All this stuff is industry standard. You know, all that stuff's very, very high quality. All right, so now we're gonna get to the real bread and butter on what exactly makes this kit stand out from all the other kits on the market. And it is this piece right here. Now this is an engineered piece of greatness for non-VGT turbo swaps on the 6.7 POWERSTROKE. Okay, so normally your factory turbocharger sits on a pedestal. It sits on its own little mount thing coming up from the center valley of the engine. So that is how the turbo is oiled, and it's how it's drained, and it's basically the main support of where it sits. And then you have two funky, weird little up pipe things that hook to each like diagonal side of the exhaust housing. I'll put a little picture here to represent, you know, how that works. So anyways, there you get a picture of how 6.7 POWERSTROKE turbine housing connects to the exhaust manifolds and whatever. So if you guys are familiar with like a Cummins style manifold, I'll insert a picture here also. The turbo hangs directly on the manifold, has, you know, twin scroll, whatever, T4 divided, and it gets its exhaust gases directly off of the exhaust manifold. So with this here, this is exactly how that system works. You have your flange here where your exhaust housing bolts onto, and then you have your connection here from the factory driver side up pipe that stays connected to the driver side exhaust manifold. It comes around factory position, hooks right to the new exhaust manifold, and it goes in, which goes into the turbine housing. So this is by far the simplest, most high performance option that you can really go with when you're doing a non-VGT turbo swap on your 6.7 POWERSTROKE. Alright guys, so let me explain this a little better. I threw the turbo onto the exhaust manifold. Valley of the engine will be here. You have your passenger side exhaust manifold. So you remove the factory passenger side exhaust manifold completely, and then you remove the up pipe that comes off of the rear of the passenger side exhaust manifold. Install the new one. You retain the driver side exhaust manifold, which will be running here, and you retain the driver side up pipe, which comes off the rear of the manifold right over and would hook normally to the factory turbine housing, factory location. So basically the main things you're getting rid of are the passenger side exhaust manifold, passenger side up pipe, factory turbo obviously, and then the pedestal that the turbo sits on. So there you go, guys. I hope that kind of painted a picture of this kit. I tried to explain it, you know, best I could. I'm not like a mad scientist mechanic or anything. But let me know what you guys think of this whole situation behind me. I absolutely cannot wait to get it on. So we got to get this installed. We're actually waiting on the pump from Modern Diesel. We went with our 55% over pump. I'm going to run stock injectors for right now on the truck. So until I go to do injectors, there's really no sense running a bigger pump because it's not going to do anything. So whenever we do the swap to bigger injectors, we're probably just going to add a CP3 over the CP4 and then, you know, just be running plenty of fuel. So as soon as we get the pump, we're going to put all these parts on, and we're going to, and then we got to custom tune the truck, which is going to be a super cool feature. I helped Dan get the dyno set up down at SPE, so there is going to be some cool dyno action. So depending on what I want to do with the truck, I might be changing the wheels and tires, but that's up in the air. Let me know what you guys think. Should we ditch the 14 wides to go faster, or should we keep the big look? Also, if you're wondering what the heck's going on with the Freedom boat, I filmed like probably 3 or 4 videos with this boat. I never posted it yet though, just because I thought you guys personally wouldn't give a flying shit. So if you want to see some Freedom boat action, let me know. We've been messing with this thing for a long time. That's 350 Merc Cruiser, which is basically a 350 small block Chevy. We did a full engine swap, and now we are currently stuck with no spark, troubleshooting all the wiring on the boat. We have a new starter we have to throw in it and different things there, but it's kind of been a nightmare. And it's running a full old school point system, like all points, not electronic ignition. So I learned how to set points in that whole process, which I guess a cool learning experience. I don't know. But all right, I am 100% rambling now at the shop. But all right, guys, that's it. If you made it this far, you are freaking awesome. Hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think we should do on the wheels. Should we run like a Nitto 420, like the new Nitto 420? Did you guys see the new one? It's like 420V maybe? V? I don't know, but I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.